This is Afternoon Sports Slay with the Queen, Micah K. Now remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, definitely hit the like button, and definitely hit the notification bell. Make sure you are sharing and commenting. Now, this is Black Women Wednesdays, and the Slayette Star Spotlight goes to Cynthia Cooper-Dyke. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into these sources, all right? I got some of this, information from the blacksportswoman.com by Bria F. and also the Players Tribune by Miss Cooper herself. Now, let's get into the juice. Let's get into the tea. All my slayers and slayettes, are you ready? Tap in. This is one you do not want to miss, okay? Now, Cynthia Cooper, born 1963, is the WNBA's first MVP 1997 and is now a member of both the Women's Basketball and Naismith Hall of Fame. Cooper won 2 national championships at the University of Southern California and competed professionally from 1986 to 2003. She won 4 consecutive WNBA titles and 4 Finals MVP awards, along with 3 total scoring titles, an additional league MVP award, and an Olympic gold medal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So also what I'm going to do, I'm going to show a few tweets while we discuss the Queen Cooper. Listen to this. Now, this is from the Players Tribune from Cynthia Cooper herself. This is legendary. This is greatness, okay? We're dealing with a great black woman. Now, I could not give you all the quotes. I just gave you a few good quotes that really stood out to me. I would encourage each and every sports fan, if you truly love sports, you truly love women, and you want to honor women, and you want to know more information, you need to read the Players Tribune by Cynthia Cooper. You need to hear her story, how she felt about her career and her life, okay? Let's continue. Now, this is what she says. These are her words. These are certain quotes. She says, "Do me a favor. Go on and look up all the big dynasties in professional sports over these last 25 years. Let's get into it. Michael and Scotty and the Bulls, Brady with the Patriots, Jeter's Yankees, Shaq and Kobe's Lakers, Duncan Spurs, Steph's Warriors, LeBron and D Wade and the Heat. All the big ones." She says, look them up, okay? Okay, now here's something that's interesting about those dynasties. They never won 4 in a row, okay? All of those teams, as great, and I mean as great as they were, they never went back to back to back to back. So she's saying no other dynasty has did 1, 2, 3, 4. We talking about straight in a row each year, back to back. Okay, you got me? Are you flowing with me, slayers and slayettes? All right, let's continue. Now, 3 in a row, she says that's been done. Absolutely. 5 or 6 or however many, over however many years, also that's been done. So she's saying certain dynasties has done it like throughout the years, maybe 4 or 5, but they haven't done it continuously back to back to back. Are you getting me? All right, let's go on. Once again, but she says, but 4 in a row, nope. Okay, see, 4 in a row, that would be something legendary. You figure that if a dynasty ever won 4 straight, listen to this, you'll be watching movies about them. She is correct. All right, they'd be airing TV specials and writing books about it and whatnot. You figure 4 in a row, that's something truly special. That's immortality right there. You figure? Okay, then she continues. Here's the thing about it though. I won 4. We won 4. From 1997 to 2000, the Houston Comets won 4 consecutive WNBA championships. And I wonder how many of y'all reading this even know our story. And I wonder how many of y'all out there actually know who I am. Let's take a moment to understand what we're listening to, okay? Understand what the Queen is giving you. I'm giving you greatness on a whole nother level. She's letting you know she is that one, okay? You need to remember her name and make sure her legacy continues to live on. Now, let's get the juice. Let's keep it going. She says, I was the Michael Jordan of women's hoops. This is facts, ladies and gentlemen. Look it up. Research. Do your history, okay? That's real. Trust me. This is from her words again now. It's real, and I tell you why. It's real, and I'll tell you why. Excuse me. Then she goes and breaks down the similarities. I encourage She goes down and breaks down the similarities, and I encourage everybody once again to read the article. I didn't go into all the similarities, but this is something that you should take the time out if you truly love women's sports and support black women in sports. You need to read the article, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you about a few other things. She said, let's get into a little bit more that I read that really stood out to me. I was one of the best young women's basketball players in America. Listen to this. In America had nothing for me. Wow, okay? No professional women's league to play for. No draft. I had to go to Europe to make any money. And by any money, I mean any money. I signed with an agent hoping to get a spot in the Italian league. But not many teams in Europe were looking for guards at the time, okay? So the only offer I got was from this small team in Valencia, Spain. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Excuse me if I'm not saying if it's wrong. 1 year for $20,000. So she said 1 year for $20K. Listen to this. That's what being one of the most promising young talents in the game got me coming out of college. A minimum salary contract overseas. Cynthia is letting you know it wasn't easy, but she did not give up. Okay, Slayers and Slayettes, pay attention to what I'm giving you today. She states in her rookie year, she thinks she averaged 37 points per game. Okay, listen to what she said. She thinks she averaged. Okay, 37. Understand when 37? That means she's so deadly offensive. Listen, you can't stop her. She getting a bucket every time she. Listen, we gonna stop. You know I get hype about basketball. So what does that mean, Slayers and Slayettes? That means greatness on a whole nother scale. All right, let's transition. Then she transitioned and she talks about her being in the WNBA, how everything gets started. You know, the mind, she's not in her prime anymore. All right, she's not in her prime anymore when the WNBA starts. Now, you got to understand, this is why I say this is greatness on a whole nother level. Listen, Cooper was winning championships. Listen to this, Slayers and Slayettes, with the comments between the ages of like 34 to 37, 34 to 38. That's amazing. How many of you guys out there who might be doctors or who know doctors who deal with athletes, the wear and tear? We talking about a black woman that's on the court, the wear and tear that can go in your body. How many years she had already hooped on that hardwood floor? Do you know how amazing you have to be? Do you know how much determination you have to have? And she did it between the ages of 34 to 38 and won 4 championships, 4 in a row. Y'all better stop playing. Know your history. Know what you're dealing with, all right? This is simply amazing, all right? She talks about how there's still that sting of living out your dreams on somebody else's terms, okay? And then she says it's a sting that I think is pretty universal for women in the world of sports. And frankly, listen to this, for black women in the world, period. This is why I do what I do. Once again, let me repeat that. It's a sting that I think is pretty universal for women in the world of sports. And frankly, for black women, this is what she says, in the world, period. Wow. But she says she's never felt better. So she's letting you know, even everything that has happened to her, she kept it pushing, and she just never was defeated. She never gave up. Okay? This is why this is called Black Women Wednesdays. I'm here to tell you today, okay, Miss Cynthia Cooper-Dyke. Listen, the name Cynthia Cooper means something to me, and so many of us, so many women around the world, men and women, but I'm speaking to the women right now, and so many other women around the world. Once again, your legacy will live on. God willing, I'll be able to tell my kids, and their kids will tell their kids about the great Cynthia Cooper. Listen, let me tell you what your name means to me, Cynthia Cooper. This is coming from a young lady from Detroit. I'm being genuine with you. So if you ever see this video, because I'm going to tag you in it, if you ever get a chance, or somebody that knows you get a chance to see this video, because I wanted to tell you this, because I read this article. Your name means to me, it means greatness, okay? It means hope. It means love. It means inspiration. It means encouragement. It means that you are a true warrior, a black queen, all right? And I could go on and on. Now, lastly, Cynthia Cooper wants the world to know I want my damn respect too. So we gonna give you your respect today. Salute to the queen. Respect the queen, Cynthia Cooper. Listen, Cynthia Cooper, we love you. Afternoon Sports Slate is always here to honor you and your legacy, okay? It will continue to live on, all right? Speak it, believe it, receive it. Now, remember, it's the Queen Micah K. I'm doing this for the love of the game. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. I'm out.